Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good evening and welcome inside the Crimson Cathedral for live coverage of Star Valley basketball on the SVI Sports Network. I'm Duke Gans with Dal Erickson. This is your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. That is GoFirstBank.com. For those of you just joining us, we just wrapped up the varsity girls game. It was an incredible finish. Lady Braves were down a lot to start the fourth period. What was it, 19 to start the fourth?
It was 50-31.
Lady Braves come back in the last 2 minutes, basically, and make it a game down the stretch, but lose by 1 point and against the Green River Lady Wolves. Now we transition into the boys varsity game, where the Green River boys team and the Star Valley boys team go at it to wrap up 4A West play. Last regular season game of the year. It's senior night for Star Valley. Last time these two teams got together was in Green River back on January 27th. Now that was a game Star Valley won 70-60, but it was an interesting win because they win that by 10, and you're thinking, man, Green River really played Star Valley well. And I know a lot of Star Valley players were thinking, we didn't have the best game that night, and so they may be looking to get some revenge even after a win. It's kind of an interesting situation.
Well, it was a game that they gave up a lot of baskets to this Green River team. And Coach Ivy, the way that she coaches, I've followed her teams for a number of years now. They're very good at beating you in transition if you're not willing to get back there and stop the ball and get in the lane. And Star Valley struggled with that in that meeting. They won the game and they scored 70 points. But defensively, yeah, that was one of those games where Green River kind of feasted at the rim, and I think it's one that they've talked about this week. I would expect a better defensive effort today from Star Valley, but Green River is one of those teams where if you're going to give them a sliver to get to the rim, they're going to finish it. So, yeah, they've got to play better defensively tonight than they did if they want to feel better about the win.
It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Dallas, check your Crimson Corner. Prepare the rafters. I think we have another banner coming.
That's right. There's going to be some fire trucks. At least the Lady Braves, they're out in front by almost 50 points for the first ever sanctioned Wyoming State Wrestling Championship. The Lady Braves out with 178 points. Pinedale second with 120-something. So Lady Braves in good shape to bring that home. That's happening tonight. They started yesterday. The boys, the last time I was able to check, they're in third. 8 Star Valley wrestlers are into the semifinals. They're with 106.5 points. They're in third place. Sheridan's out in front with 121. Thunder Basin about 4.5 points in front of Star Valley for second. And then just recapping the JV boys earlier tonight, winning 80-44 in the boys matchup. The varsity girls in an absolute roller coaster of a barn burner, 56-55. They fall to Green River after starting the fourth quarter trailing by 19 points.
That's your Crimson Corner as part of our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Let's jump right into your roundup and take a look at some of the boys' games of interest around the state. It's presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Campbell County pulling the upset on number 3 Thunder Basin 48-40 yesterday. Rock Springs defeated this Green River team in the Sweetwater County rivalry there, 62-41. Number 4 Lyman knocking off Mountain View last night. Again, those are all scores from Thursday. Some games of note today. Green River here in Star Valley. Laramie at Cheyenne South. Cheyenne Central is at Cheyenne East in a battle of top 5 teams. This one's super interesting to me as well. Number 2 Riverton at Cody. Cody is playing absolutely great basketball. Number 4 Sheridan at Natrona. Number 5 Lander at number 4 Lyman. That one's been rescheduled a couple of times. And then Pinedale at Mountain View. Those are a few to look at there on your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Braves and Wolves senior night, last game of the regular season. Back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store.
downtown Afton.
Some miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, Western shirt.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center. The Right Company, HDC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
I've suffered from nerve damage and neuropathy as well as inflammation in my joints. And I researched into alternative medicine and came across Dr. Franklin, and she's been treating me with acupuncture therapy. And with that, my nerve pain is starting to subside, as well as my inflammation and my pain in my joints are getting better.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Under 3 minutes away before we tip off this game at Star Valley High School between the visiting Green River Wolves and the boys varsity game. First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Braves hope to get another win and secure the #1 seed in the Southwest. If they do so, let's see how they do that with the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton Keys. Actually, no, we got to recap this rivalry first out between Star Valley and Green River with Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
And these numbers go back to the 1951 season. That's just the extent of my research to this point. Overall in that series since that point, Star Valley leads at 67-40 here in Afton, 32-12. And looking at the trends, the Braves have won 6 of the last 7 games. However, Green River did pick up a win here in Afton just a couple years ago, so they have a little bit of experience doing that. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life, visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. And now what do the Braves do to get a win on their home court on senior night? Your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, number one, play with the lead, and they did this in Green River, but I think that was a good skill for them to hone. Okay, number 2, be offensively aggressive. I want them to do like what we saw Taft McClure do in Evanston last Saturday. Be aggressive, take your shots, go to the hoop. No easy layups. Green River had a lot of easy layups against the Braves in their previous meeting, and finish with a flourish. That's your last game of the regular season. You got 5 seniors. Put an exclamation point on this thing.
Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game, legend driven. We'll send it down to the floor for the national anthem, made possible in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware.
We invite you to remain standing and hold any applause until after the colors have been retired. Tonight's rendition of the national anthem will be performed by syncopation. Oh, sing, can you see my
Let's meet today's starters with the help of Peefler's Mountain Star. Peefler's Mountain Star, located on Rocky Road on the north end of Afton.
Croy Jenkins, son of Aaron and Cassie Jenkins. I'm a senior, and Osmond.
Ridge Nild, son of Chance and Jackie Nild, senior, Afton.
Luke Linford, son of Jason and Robin Linford, Afton, senior. Jacob Hodges, son of Boone and Laura Hodges, senior, Medford.
Taft McClure, son of Brian and Sarah McClure, I'm a senior, and I live in Smoot.
PJ Horsley, son of Jason and Stacy, junior, Afton.
Cash Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna, I'm a junior, Smoot, Wyoming.
Tristan Hilton, son of Mark and Lacey Hilton, junior, Osmond, Wyoming.
Who's number 3?
Max Jensen, son of Deanna and Wade Jensen, junior, Afton.
My name is Simon Gaskell, son of David and Amy Gaskell. I'm a junior, Fairview, Wyoming.
Being announced here at Star Valley High, first visiting Green River Wolves. Number 3 is Kason Ivy at 7.3 per game. 5 is Caleb Lake at 8.9 per game. Xander Lindsay, number 10, 3.1. 11.7 points per game for number 13. That's Chris Wilson. And number 20 is the team's leading scorer at 16.6 per game. That's Taryn Archibald, head coached by Laurie Ivy for the Green River Wolves.
Senior night, 5 starters. I imagine you're going to see all 5 seniors start tonight. A 6'5" senior wearing number 0, that's Jacob Hodges. 6'4" senior wearing number 3 is Luke Linford. 6'5" senior wearing number 5 is Taft McClure. 6'5" senior wearing number 22 is Croy Jenkins. And a 6'2" senior wearing number 23, Ridge Nield. Braves coached by Mitch Schwab, assisted by Ballard Johnson, Shane Williams, and Ben Hale.
Mentioned senior night. The Braves were all dressed up, sharp and fancy earlier tonight.
You got to show me a picture. You said they had some crazy suits. I missed it.
It's good stuff. Star Valley coming in at 4-1 in the Southwest. Green River 0-5 in the Southwest. Lost last night against Rock Springs for the Green River Wolves.
What a great crowd here tonight, especially when you consider there's a full section of wrestling crazies out in Casper.
Opening tip won by Star Valley. Braves will have the ball first, 7:50. They go cross court to Jenkins. Drives, jumper below the elbows, a swish for Croy. Must have been that nice suit you had on earlier, Croy. 2-zip.
I should say 2 sections of crazies because Green River probably going to win the 3A title as well, so they got a bunch of wrestling fans out in Casper.
7:35 to go in the opening period. Green River basketball, quick pass and hand off to Lake. Kick out 3 for Ivy. Good in the corner. Both teams go swishes on the jumpers, but Green River gets the 3.
And Green River on the season, they're a 33% shooting team from distance, especially Archibald, number 20. That's who you really want to watch out for.
Linford quickly down to McClure. He puts up the fadeaway on the baseline. Inside rim, no good. Out to Archibald, who gets the rebound. Green River will attack on the other end. They work it right side to Wilson. Drives in on the angle, spins. Can't get into the rim. Ball tipped loose. Ridge has the steal. Nild pokes it away and picks it up. McClure across the half-court line. 6:50 to play in the first. Braves down by 1 point. 3-2 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Linford back to the backboard. Top of the key. Spins. Wants to drive the post. Does. To the rim. No good, but he's fouled. Luke Linford to the Riverside Dental free throw line for 2 attempts.
Foul is going to be called on Archibald. His first team foul. First foul of any kind. Linford to the line on the season. Luke is a 53% free throw shooter. That one's good.
Ties the game at 3 with 6:41 remaining in the first period. Second attempt on the way. Good. 4-3, Braves up 1. Caleb Lake in the backcourt for the Wolves. Crosses the timeline. Nild picks him up at the 3-point line, forces the pass around. Back to the backboard is Lindsay. He'll step back, take the 3, and swishes it. That was actually Archibald, who was at the free throw line and then just took the 3.
Well, Archibald shoots 39% from the 3-point line. He's made almost 50 of them on the season coming into this weekend.
But Green River gets 2 threes to open the game. They're up 6-4. Taft McClure on the outside now for the Braves. Pivots and passes to Jenkins, who goes to Nild. Quickly left corner to Linford. Fakes right, drives baseline. Aggressive take by Luke. Nicely done. He puts it in off the square and in.
4 quick points here for Luke at the start of the game. I like it when he's aggressive early. I think it takes the other team off their guard a little bit.
Angled or dribble drive by Ivy. Shot actually dumps it off to Archibald, who misses the shot. Rebounded by Linford. 6-6 on the scoreboard. Braves with the ball. Hodges, top of the key, drives, kicks out to Nild. No shot, hands off to McClure. Works it down to Hodges. He splits the D, puts it up, and he'll score. In the paint for Jake for the first time tonight.
You know, Jacob's been so good this year, probably the most consistent player for the Braves this season, and he has added that element of muscle to what he was doing last year, just finishing with some contact on the low block. It's impressive.
5:10 to play in the first period. Star Valley now up by 2. Driving in, Ivy can't get off the shot, works it back outside the Lake. Caleb will step back into the front court corner, reset the offense. Clock hits 5 minutes. No look pass over to Lindsay. He's on the elbow, hands off to Ivy, takes another 3. This time no good. The ball ricochets out of bounds. Last touch by Lindsay, Star Valley basketball.
Well, that's the first miss from the three-point line for the Wolves. They had been 2 for 2.
And the official's going to wait there, and finally Ridge Nild will come over and inbound the ball. Back court to Luke Linford. 4:48 to go in the first. Nild bounces to Hodges, works outside Jenkins, right corner 3, short, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it will be Archibald who gets it, and then throws it off of Croy, who almost saves it off his own feet, but he can't quite, and it's Green River basketball.
Pretty clever play there from Archibald. Croy just about foils it, but it's going to stay with the Wolves.
4 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first period. 8-6, Star Valley up by 2, Green River with the ball. Front court play for Archibald. Pull up 3, good. Taryn Archibald, another triple and another lead change.
Well, I would imagine in this game, he's probably got the green light to shoot 10 of those puppies. And he's 2 for 2 so far today.
Yeah, can't give him any space. McClure on the corner. Goes back to Hodges, jumper on the line, no good. Fight for the rebound, poked out by Jenkins. Goes back to Green River with the Wolves up by 1. 4:07 to play in the first period. Green River in the backcourt. Ivy will take it across the timeline. Picked up by Nild. Ball loose on the court and out of bounds. Archibald had it off his toes. Couldn't quite haul it in.
Kind of got lost in there, in between his knees there.
Gives the ball back to Star Valley. Just 1 foul called in the game so far. It's been against Green River.
Well, there's been a lot of easy makes. Nobody's had a chance to foul.
Here's Linford, shot fake, dumps it down to Jenkins, who dunks it. It almost popped up off the 2-hand flush, but it drops down 2 for Croy. Gives the lead back to Star Valley. Kick out to Lindsay. Now he drives in. Hop, shot, no, blocked but fouled. Stops the clock at 3:35 to go in the first, and to the line is Xander Lindsay.
Hodges will be whistled for the foul. First personal, first team foul. 3:35 to go in the first quarter. As you mentioned, Duke, Xander Lindsay to the line. He is a 56% free throw shooter, according to WildPreps.com. First one's well short.
Remains a 1-point lead in favor of Star Valley. 10-9. This one to tie it if Lindsay can drop it in. Away and good. Tied at 10, 1 foul apiece. Ridge Nild in the backcourt, passes across the timeline to McClure. Taft tries to break down the D, drives in, shot up, and good. Taft to the rim. He gets 2.
Love it. So I loved what Taft did in Evanston last weekend.
Dribble drive, spin, runner down the lane, good for Lake. Ties the game back up at 12.
And that was a bit of a floater to overcome the Star Valley size in the lane. That was a pretty shot from Lake.
Star Valley back with the ball, tied up against Green River on senior night for the Braves. McClure, top of the key, spins and hands off to Linford. He'll dribble over to the right, try to get to the rim, does, lobs it up, no good. McClure with the cleanup, the catch and the shoot all in one motion in the air, back to the Braves for 2.
Luke had that closer than he had probably had any right to, and pretty easy putback for Taft.
Here's a kick out, no 3. Ivy drives, works it back to Lake. He'll take a 3, no good. Taft McClure on the rebound. Braves up by 2 with 2:38 to go in the game. McClure has a screen from Hodges, takes a long 2, left it short, no good. Ball tipped out by Hodges, but over the back call. He went over the top of Xander Lindsay, and that gives the ball back to the Green River Wolves.
Getting set to check in now on this dead ball is number 20, Tayson Johnson. He's going to spell Jacob Hodges.
Hodges picked up his second foul on that over the back. So with 2:28 to go, first period, Star Valley up 14-12, Green River basketball.
And the JV won 80-44. Tayson had a couple of dunks that I saw in that game.
Dribble off the foot from Wilson. Loose ball picked up by Croy. On the run. Dunks it again in transition. Looked behind him and the defense wasn't there. He flushes that one down.
Dang. 6 points for Croy. A couple of them on dunks.
Here's a three ball on the other end. Good again. Xander Lindsay. And the Braves have got to defend the three ball.
Wolves,
keeping Green River in this one.
Wolves 4 of 6 to start from the arch.
16-15, Star Valley by 1. Jenkins goes to McClure, and he's fouled. This will be on the floor as they try to feed McClure down to the post.
Going to get Xander Lindsay for the reach here. First personal on him. Second team foul. 144. It's been an offensive tilted first quarter, 16-15. PJ Horsley checks in, number 12. And Cooper Lancaster, number 34, checks in for the Braves.
McClure going to inbound baseline, running out of time, does lob up to Horsley. And PJ works it over to Lancaster. Now McClure on the elbow, back to Lancaster. Fakes a three, drives in, back out to McClure. Ball tipped, but Taft picks it up. Star Valley keeps possession with 1:32 to go in the first. Braves lead by 1 point. McClure on the wing. Dumps it off to Horsley. Drives, can't get to the rim. Back out to McClure. He tests the lane. Jumper below the elbow. Dropped it in. 18-15 now, Star Valley.
There's not much you can do there. 6'5", elevation. You're not 6'5". You're not gonna challenge much of that.
Down to 1:10 to go in the first period. Just 2 team fouls apiece. Star Valley up by 3. Green River with the ball in Afton tonight. Here's Lake working against Horsley. Tries to break him down. Nice pass in the lane, but blocked from behind by Ridge Neild. Lindsay had a wide open look, but Neild from behind denies him. Into the hands of Taft McClure. He'll drive. He's to the rim. He lays it up. No good, but the cleanup and the foul. Tayson Johnson to the line for the and one. And now the Braves lead by 5 with a free throw to come.
Foul's going to go against number 4, Adrian Ruiz. Third team foul. Ridge Neild gets a seat. Ovation for him coming off the block. Tayson Johnson trying to complete the three-point play. Free throws away, and it is no good.
Rebounded by Green River, and another rebound foul. This one on Cooper Lancaster.
Good eyes. I didn't even see it.
He was reaching around Lindsay, who had the box out. 48.5 to go in the first. 3 team fouls apiece. Green River now down by 5 against the home Star Valley Braves. 20-15 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Ivy across the half court. Jenkins picks him up. Bounce pass over to Ruiz, and he gives it back up to Archibald. Archibald working against Cooper, and Cooper gets another quick foul with 32.5 remaining in the first.
He'll be replaced in the lineup here. Luke Linford's going to come back in.
Green River inbounds front court. Archibald goes top of the key. Quick ball movement down the left post. Kick back out. Open three for Ivy. Good. Wow. Wolves are hitting the deep ones today.
5 of 7 here in the quarter.
20-18. 15 of their 18 points from the three-point line. Star Valley with 15 seconds. Green River trapping in the front court. Loose ball picked up. Here's Luke Linford. Step back. 3. Corner right. Away. Too strong. No good. Rebounded by Green River with 7 seconds. Caleb Blake across half court with 4. 3. He'll pass it left. Ivy. 3 at the buzzer. Yes!
Wow.
Kaysen Ivy puts Green River up by 1. And the Wolves hit 6 first period three-pointers, including the buzzer beater. And it's 21-20. to bring us to the end of the first period. Normally, Dow will take you to a break here, but we're not gonna, because it's senior night. And I noticed that we have a senior on our crew, so we're gonna see if we can give some recognition to Alicia Tolman. Alicia's been on our crew for a number of years. She's done a fantastic job, and tonight is her last home regular season game. Run a camera for us. So Alicia, wherever you are, she was on a camera. She's over there. There she is. Well, kind of. She doesn't want to be shown.
Well, she is a salty, savvy senior. See if we can get one of our camera people to get a shot of her over there.
We got to make sure we recognize.
There we go.
There it is. There we go. Okay.
There she is.
There we go. We had to find all angles 'cause she was hidden.
Well, said she knows all the tricks now.
So, start of the second period, Green River hits the buzzer beater and they get the ball. 21-20 Wolves. Angle drive, kick out. Ivy again, but it's an offensive charge. It's big because Ivy hit the three, but they get the charge call as Archibald drove in.
Man,
but I tell you, Ivy's feeling it today.
Well, the Wolves as a team, yeah, Ivy especially, he's 3 of 4, but Archibald's 2 for 2. They have just been red hot from the arc. That is Archibald's second personal, by the way.
7:45 to play in the second period. Now it's Star Valley basketball. They're down by 1. Braves have played okay.
I think
just
they
those
played
3
great.
balls. Here's Johnson in the lane. He'll pivot, shoot. Oh, almost hit the shot, but he is fouled. That's one of those that just hung on the rim and the spin took it out.
I think if you're the Braves, you're very happy with 20-point quarters. It's just that the other team was unconscious from 3. That's foul number 3 now on Theron Archibald. So that is certainly way too early in the game for him to pick up his third if you're a Green River fan. Free throw from Johnson is no good.
Left short, still a 1-point Green River lead. 18 points off threes.
Yeah, Archibald has a seat. Chris Wilson into the ball game.
Second attempt, inside out, no good, but rebounded by Jenkins. Turnaround, putback is in. Croy the board and a bucket off the missed free throw. Gives the lead back to Star Valley, 22-11.
Well, Croy is 4 for 4 from inside the arc, including 2 dunks.
Big crossover move by Caleb. Kick out. Wilson, corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Horsley. The defense backs off. Star Valley up by 1. PJ drives, can't get to the rim. In trouble, but kicks out to Jenkins. Croy goes to Linford on the baseline. No shot for him as Lake's got the defense. Works it to McClure. He's double teamed, but he just turns and shoots. Too strong, no good. Ball tipped by Linford into the hands of PJ. Great play by Luke. Up in the air to tip that ball out and keep it alive.
Yeah, he basically used a fingernail to get that to a teammate.
He'll come back outside and now had the ball. McClure sets a screen. Defense switches. Linford drives. And a tough shot off balance, no good. Tayson fights for the rebound. Results in a jump ball call. Arrow favors the Braves. They'll keep it, but the Wolves flip the arrow.
Boy, Braves been really aggressive to the hoop there. Luke trying to draw some contact, not getting what he wanted. They'll have one more shot, one more chance here with the arrow pointing their way. Ridge Neal checks in for P.J. Horsley. Max Jensen checking in for Luke Linford. Max had a nice game in Evanston.
That he did, off the bench, coming off here as well. 6:41 to play in the second. Max lobs to Linford. Catch, shoot in the lane. Good on the inbound play. Echo what you said, Dow. What do you do?
Yeah, Taft McClure just drops it right in. He's got 8 points. Just he and Jenkins with 8 apiece.
Just lob it up over to him. 24-21. Braves by 3 against the visiting Wolves. A baseline drive for Lake. Great defense by Jenkins. Forces the ball back outside. Able to find Lindsey. He drives. Kick back out to Wilson. He drives. Kick out to Ruiz. He drives. Can't get to the rim. He'll hand off behind him to Lake. And then there's a push off by Lake. There to draw that foul was Max Jensen.
Well, there was another attempt at trying to draw a charge, and there was no call. And you got to give Luke credit for trying again so quickly afterwards.
30-second timeout taken by Coach Ivy. Back in 30 on SVI. Well, maybe we'll just keep 10 to go in the second. And it's 24-21. Braves up by 3. All but 3 of Green River's points have come from beyond the arc. So you would assume at some point the law of averages come in. I don't think Green River can keep up this hot shooting. I mean, they're well above 50% from outside right now.
There's a dunk there from Croy Jenkins on some of your replays here tonight. But yeah, Case and Ivy, that's him right there. He's 3 of 4 from distance so far in this one. Well, let's put it this way, Duke. If Green River continues to shoot like they did, they'll make 24 three-pointers in this game. And I got to be honest, if you make that many, you're probably going to win. That's a lot of dang points.
I just don't know if that tempo can keep up. We'll see how it goes, though. 6 minutes to play in the second. Here's Johnson, works out to Jensen. Max will dribble, gets into the lane, and then kick outside. McClure, 3, left wing, yes! A Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple in front of the home crowd. 27-21 Braves by 6. Caleb Lake on the other end, drives, dishes, Ruiz in the lane, nothing. He has to kick it back outside. Wilson, he'll work it out into the corner. Wilson wants to angle drive. He goes in, blocked from behind by Croy Jenkins. Swats it into the cheerleader section, forcing the inbound play for the Wolves.
Man, Croy, I think Croy likes senior night.
Works it outside to Lake on the inbound play. Baseline drive, great defense from Jensen. Forces it to Lindsey, drives in, back out. Lake, he'll pass on the 3, working outside up top. Ivy, he wants to drive but can't. Hands off to Lindsey. He goes right post to the rim. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Croy Jenkins. Out in front to Taft. Goes back to Ridge, back to Taft. And the two-hand slam. And the Dunk Valley Braves are out in full force tonight. They now lead at 29-21. That one in transition. Beautifully executed.
You having fun yet, Duke? Holy cow.
Ridge nil, back to Taft McClure.
It's Dunktown. Laramie was called Dunktown a few years ago with Larry Nance Jr. and those guys. Braves with 3 of them here in this first half.
Travel call on the outside, and now the wheels start to fall off a little bit here for Green River. They turn it right back over.
Of course, Taft was the slam dunk champ in Green River as part of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Maybe it's the colors. Maybe he likes the green.
16 fouls on the Wolves, 4 on the Braves.
Adrian Ruiz will have a seat. Number 2 coming in for Green River. That is Hunter Lake.
Inbound backcourt to Max Jensen. He'll go back to Ridge Neal. Works it over to Jensen. They're playing pitch and catch front court. Now McClure in the corner. Cross court to Jensen. No shot for him. Holds it and up top to Ridge. 4:40 to play in the second period. Back to McClure. He'll take the 3 and swish it. Taft McClure getting hot. Now the lead up to 11, 32-21.
Well, Taft's got 16 points. We've barely played 12. We didn't play 12 minutes yet.
Still just on top of the halfway point in the second. Green River weaving around the outside. Here's Lake. Drive, jumper on the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Jenkins. And Croy can't run with it, has to slow down, set up the half-court offense. Back out McClure, another 3, down the barrel, off the mark, no good. Rebounded underneath by Johnson, and he has to put back the board and the bucket off the miss. And the Braves continue to pour it on the Wolves, 34-21.
4 points, 3 boards now for Tayson Johnson off the bench.
3:52 to play in this second period. Green River trying to stop the bleeding now. They had that 3-ball dropping earlier. It's
a 14-0 run in this quarter.
Yeah, now they've gone cold. Here's Lake on the outside. Jensen's on him. He drives, dishes down the baseline. Shot fake Wilson. He drives in. Shot is up and good. That ends the run and makes it 34-23 on the baseline drive.
Nice play there by Chris Wilson.
3:26 to play in the second period. Taft McClure crosses over. Big move. Pulls up the jumper. Off the rim. No good. Student section was about ready to come alive. Here's the rebound for Green River. They go half-court pass. Wild shot is up. No good. Jenkins was there for the defense. Taft McClure gets the rebound. McClure fishes to Johnson. He goes up and is no good. He thought maybe foul, but they get the deflection. Wanted to dump that one down. Johnson did. Couldn't get it.
Like I said, Tayson had at least 2 dunks in the JV game that I saw.
Here's a foul on the floor as Chris Wilson angle drives in. Jacob Hodges subs back in for the Braves with Star Valley up by 11, 34-23.
Foul's going to go against Taft McClure, his first. 15 foul on the Braves. There's 6 on the Wolves. PJ Horsley into the ball game, as is Max Jensen, as is Jacob Hodges.
They lob up top on the inbound to Ivy. Kaysen drives, hands off to Lake. Drives in, kick out, 3 from Mitchell's good. Another one drops, this one the first for Nathan Mitchell. Cuts it down to an 8-point game now, 34-26.
4 assists for Caleb Lake.
And they're all kind of on those drive-in, dish-out threes. McClure on the outside has a screen, pick and roll down to Hodges, puts up the shot, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Green River on the run. Out in front to Wilson, goes up strong and scores. Now a run here for Green River. They pulled it right back down to a 6-point game. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to play before halftime. Max Jensen on the outside, has the screen, drives baseline, and a block call on Green River. This will be on the floor, but the 7th team foul on the Wolves puts Max Jensen to the Riverside Dental free throw line. The junior will have 1 and 1.
Chris Wilson be whistled for his first. As you mentioned, Duke, it's 1 and 1 time for Max Jensen on the season. Max is a 67% free throw shooter. He's 4 of 6 on the season. That one's good.
Give him another. Extends the lead back to 7, 35-28 with 2:09 to play in the second.
What I have loved about the Star Valley bench kids this year is they have not shrunk from the challenge. In fact, they've been the opposite. They've come in and really contributed when they've had a chance.
Second free throw also good. Back to an 8-point advantage. 36-28. 2 minutes remain in the second period. Screenplay for Green River. Pass into the corner to Ivy. Luke Linford's on him. He'll spin, he'll drive, he'll shoot. No good. No, it is good. Count it with the foul. Big play for Kason Ivy.
Not sure how he was able to manipulate that thing up off the glass to get it to go, but he did.
The Braves were up by, 13? Now it's down to 6 with a free throw to come.
That foul went against Luke Linford, his first.
There's a loose toy ball on the court. Nobody sees it. Now there's a free throw is good. And they do stop play and re-inbound as the ball got loose.
Chew some butt over there, Gene.
151 to play in the second. Star Valley will re-inbound 36-31.
Long-time official. Not going to put up with that shenanigan.
And now P.J. Horsley comes across the half-court line. Both teams are going to be in the single bonus as Horsley drives in on the angle. Hands off to Linford. He'll drive in on the angle, and he'll travel. Knew it when it happened. Changed his mind on who he was passing to, and a little extra hop.
Well, the Braves offense has looked pretty darn good to this point, but here it is, Duke. You just mentioned it's only a 5-point game. Green River's been up to the task. They've leaned on their 3-point ball, but here in this last couple of minutes, they've just been able to get it into the hoop from their drivers.
Caleb Lake, he's a driver. He'll go in. This time no good. Contested and rebounded by McClure. Max Jensen across the half-court line. Max hesitates, picks it up. Cross-court pass to Linford, open, corner 3, shot away, off the rim, no good, but ricochets back to him for the rebound. Linford has the board and works it to Horsley. Lob down to Hodges and just a little too far and taken away by Green River, still for the Wolves. Out in front to Mitchell, now to Ivy. He dribble drives, passes to Wilson. He goes in, kick out, corner to Mitchell. No shot for him, Hodges on him. Works it out to Lake. Clock down to 50 seconds before halftime. Lake will step back and reset the offense. 45 seconds. Tries to bounce it, ball tipped, loose, stolen by Hodges. Saves it out in front. Max Jensen has it. He'll pull up the jumper in transition, miss it off the square, get his own rebound, and drop it in. I don't know how Hodges did what he just did to save it on the sideline and throw it out to Max. On the run in front.
That was a heck of a play.
38-31, and then the foul on Max on the other end as he was playing defense against Wilson. Stops the clock at 24.6.
Yeah, well out of position there, as he will send Wilson to the line for the first time today. Wilson on the season, 67% according to wildpreps.com. The Wolves are 2 of 3 here in this first half.
This will be 1 and 1. First shot is good for Wilson. 24.6 seconds remain in the half with Star Valley up 38-32 and another shot from the line to come for Green River.
Wilson now with 5 points. That one too strong.
Rebounded though by Green River. They try and kick it out. Tipped loose on the court. Wolves will have it. No, it's still scrumming out of bounds. Last touch by Jensen, they say, and it's Green River basketball with 19.2 to play. Croy Jenkins back into the game.
And I would bet Croy's going to go right over and defend the inbound. Nope. I don't know what I'm talking about.
They're going to put him on Lake, and Horsley will inbound or defend the inbound. Works it over to Wilson. 16 seconds. Green River will step back. Pass right side. Here's Mitchell. Works to Lake. Drives and kicks it out to nobody. 8 seconds remain as the ball sails out of bounds on the kick out.
Chance here for the Braves to finish this half strong.
Here comes Horsley at 6 seconds. Half court at 5 seconds. Hesitates, now 4 seconds. Big move, and has the ball poked away from behind in the hands of Green River. They will not get the shot off on time. And then we go to the half with the Braves up by 6. 38-32. Trying to hold off the hot shooting Green River Wolves with some big flying plays for the Star Valley Braves. 38-32 at the half with your Star Valley Health halftime show coming your way next on the SVI Sports Network.
Homes Flooring and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
Star Valley Health and Mountain West Orthopedics are proud to sponsor athletic trainers to support student athletes at Evanston, Mountain View, Lyman, and Star Valley High Schools. Jackie Clark, Darren Fiskus, and Kelly Hansen help students stay healthy and safe, provide emergency medical care on the field and court, and help rehabilitate injuries. It's just one way we're giving back to the communities we serve.
Nothing on us? How hard could it be to be a banker? They just give other people's money away. Cole and Marty got nothing on us. Yeah. This is the weekday wake up on SVI, your home for totally free personal and business listening. Okay, so you're ready for a subscription then? Just a few things to sign, we'll be on your way. Hey Amanda, what's the federal rate interest period on the Grace escrow after the next 4 quarters? If you could just sign here, initial here. So after a quick look at your credit, it's pretty evident that it's not good. And so it's not in the best interest of the bank to give you a loan today. I'm sorry. That's right, Cole and Marty, you've got nothing on us. We're gonna get people to give us money, and it's gonna be the Bank of Duke and Dow.
This is Braves basketball and the Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
The high school and the Star Valley Health halftime show. Again, you can find them online at starvalleyhealth.org. Advanced, local, personalized. That's starvalleyhealth.org. We just did see the Star Valley Brave Cadets perform here at the half. We wish them the best of luck as they go to their postponed state competition next week in Casper. That will be ahead of the, or is it the following week? I think it's the following week ahead of the 3A, 4A state basketball tournament.
March 8th.
Yeah, and so we wish them the best of luck. Of course, that's postponed from earlier on. It feels like the Brave Cadets are going for their 57th and a half state title in a row is what it feels like. But best of luck to them. We did record that full performance, and we'll stream it immediately following this game for you to watch here. Down at the half, 38-32. Braves have been opportunistic. Their offense has been good. It's just that three-point shooting by Green River is the only reason this thing's close.
It really is, and the Wolves, that three-point line changes the game sometimes. That's certainly been the case in this first half.
Let's take a look at the numbers deep into the score with the Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home battle stats.
Case and Ivy leading the way for the Wolves with 12 points, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. 6 points for Theron Archibald. He was 2 for 2 from distance. He picked up that third foul and sat for a good chunk of the second quarter. Chris Wilson, 5 points. Xander Lindsay has 4. Nathan Mitchell has a three-pointer. And Caleb Lake has 2 points but 4 assists. The Braves absolutely dominating the glass, 19-7. But like I said, when you're making 7 of 10 three-pointers, there's not a lot of rebounds to go around. So the Wolves are just shooting the lights out. 3 of 5 from the free throw line. The Braves got a huge first half from Taft McClure, 16 points, 5 rebounds for him. Croy Jenkins also a big first half, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 dunks for Croy. 2 for him and 1 for McClure. Tayson Johnson with 4 points, Max Jensen with 4, Luke Linford with 4. Jacob Hodges had kind of a quiet first half. He picked up that second foul and sat for a bit. Just 2 points for him. I would expect Jacob to have a big second half, but right now it's not like the Braves are shooting badly. In fact, they're shooting great from the field, 52%, 2 of 6 from the three-point line. But right now the Wolves are just absolutely killing it from the outside, and that's why this is only a 6-point game here at the break.
That's a check of your halftime stats presented by Battleson Brothers, Carpet One Floor and Home, located in Afton and in Thame. Before we go to the break, let's see if we can do some trivia and give away a couples combo, 2 Skyview lanes and Cineplex. First person to text in the correct answer to our studio text-in line wins that couples combo, 307-203-4637.
So our trivia question here for the boys game, who has the most block shots for the Braves this season coming into this weekend? Use that text-in number, 307-203-4637. The fastest correct answer will win a couples combo from Skyview Lanes and Cineplex.
At the half, Braves lead 38-32. Star Valley Health halftime coverage continues after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter.
This is the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
38-32, your halftime score, but now a big announcement coming out of Casper. The team title already secured for the Star Valley Lady Braves wrestling program. They'll get the first ever girls state wrestling title in Wyoming. But congratulations to Vale Foreman.
Yeah, Vale becomes the first Star Valley Lady Brave wrestling state champ. And not surprisingly, Duke, she does it by pinfall in the first period. We were just kind of talking about that. We wondered how many times she'd actually had to wrestle past the first period. I think it happened maybe once this whole season. There was a big tournament in Utah, and she ended up beating a 2 or 3 time state champ in Utah this year in the second period. But I'll tell you what, she has been absolutely dominant. Congratulations to Vale Foreman, your 135-pound champ.
And she's back next year,
She's
right?
a sophomore.
She's a sophomore, so 2 years left.
And the Lady Braves might have another one. Kara Andrews is a freshman. She still has yet to wrestle. So some great things happening for the Star Valley girls.
Well, before we wrap up our Star Valley Health halftime show, you got about 30 seconds to hit keys to the game.
All right, we can do that. Key number 1, play with the lead. They've done that, although the Green River Wolves have made it more difficult than you would think. Be offensively aggressive. They're on pace for that. No easy layups. For the most part, they've kept the Wolves out of the paint and finished with a flourish. Here's flourish time for the Star Valley Braves.
That's your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game at the half. And the answer to your halftime trivia question is?
Most block shots for the Braves coming into this weekend, it is Croy Jenkins. Croy had 16 coming into the game. He has one today for number 17.
Congratulations to our winner. We did have a lot of text say Croy, and at the first one, phone number ends in 7226. If that's your number and you said Croy Jenkins, you won that couples combo. We have a certificate for you at SVI Media next week for you to pick up. Green River will have the ball to open up the second half of play with the Braves on top 38-32.
And I'm being told Kara Andrews is on deck right now, just FYI.
She's another girls wrestler going for that state title. Of course, the boys' day 2 will be tomorrow. Live coverage, audio on SVI News. Here's a crossover move from Archibald. Jumper no good. Rebounded by Taft McClure. And the Wolves go one and done on their opening possession. Big dribble behind the back by Taft. He'll take it across the timeline. Back to the backboard. Spin. Kick out to Jenkins. Croy has it above the left corner. Works up top to Nield. Original starting 5 for the Braves on senior night. All 5 starters. And Hodges to the lane, to the rim, and to the line. You said he'll probably come out and have a big second half. So far, so good.
Flashes the big grin to the bench. Kind of reminds you of that scene in The Princess Bride. It's not even my fault being the biggest and the strongest.
8-point lead. Hodges, the and one is good. 41-32, lead back to 9 for Star Valley.
5 points now for Jacob in very limited minutes in this first half.
Green River across the half-court line with Lake on the handle. Gets tied up around the outside as we have Archibald now stepping back into the corner. Archibald has a screen. Nothing there on the pick and roll. Works it out to Lake. 6:57 to play in the third. Green River still on the perimeter, working outside. Their specialty is that drive and kick. This time they drive and dish down low. Shot fake up, blocked, but a foul. That's going to put Chris Wilson to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Well, Tayson did a really good job of avoiding the contact on the first move from Wilson, but Wilson got the second move, and Tayson was a little out of position.
Croy.
Oh, excuse me, I'm getting my big guys. I'm getting my big tall guys mixed up. Yes, Croy.
So that puts Chris Wilson to the free throw line. Shot is good on the front of 2. Just the first personal, though, on Croy. So
Wilson now with 6 points. Duke, next break, I have a great story from Girls State Wrestling.
Free throw is up and good. Makes it 41-34, and the ball stolen on the inbound play by Green River. The Wolves work it down low, but behind a wide open Lindsay. He was down there behind him. McClure has the steal. Now Star Valley on the other end. Jenkins spins, turnaround shoot, and good. 2 for Croy on the low block after Green River let one go.
Fantastic low block position there for Croy. He's 5 for 5 from the field, 10 points.
Lead back to 9 for Star Valley. Caleb Lake will step deep into the front court, set up the offense. Everybody spread wide for Green River. Drive and dish, kick out over to Ivy. No shot for him. He'll kick out on top. Ball tipped in the backcourt by Nild. Here comes Ridge. Can he do it? Well, he lays it up and in for 2. Ridge is more known for his shooting.
And his stealing.
Yes.
Of the ball.
Great play for Ridge. That makes it an 11-point Star Valley lead, 45-34, as he takes one in transition off his own steal. Archibald in the outside. He'll spin at the elbow. Now dump it down low. Shot fake, nothing there. Kick out Lake. 3 ball away. Good.
Jeez.
God. Caleb Lake, another 3.
8 of 11 are the Wolves from the three-point arc tonight.
That keeps them back in this game, 45-37. Jenkins in the corner, tries to lob to Taft, and he can't get the ball. Stolen away by Green River, and then stolen away again by Ridge on the other end. He goes full court pass to McClure. Ball's loose, tipped, out of bounds. Everybody diving for it. I think Ridge knew that was well out. He just wanted to slide on the floor in his belly, and he gives the safe sign as he comes back up.
Well, good sportsmanship here with Croy Jenkins and I believe Wilson, or no, it was Xander Lindsay down on the ground fighting for that ball. Don't mix your sports metaphors, Ridge.
Yeah.
Keep that baseball stuff for the spring.
Something else. 45-37. Ball movement around the outside. 5 minutes to go in the third. Ridge passes up on a 3, goes to Jenkins instead, who will connect on it. Unselfish play for the Braves, and it results in Jenkins on the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple.
Croy with 13 now in the game. 3rd assist of the game for Ridge Nield.
48-37. Lead back up to 11 for the Braves. Here's an angle drive, dish in the lane, great pass underneath. That was beautiful for Lake on the baseline. He found Lindsay in the paint. 48-39.
5 assists now for Caleb Lake.
4:30 to play in the third period. Ridge Neal goes down to Hodges. Baseline, get too far behind the backboard. Pivot, spins, has to dump it to Linford. He tries to kiss it off the glass. Just a little off target, no good. Rebounded by Green River. Lake will hand off to Archibald for 3. No good this time. Rebounded by Hodges. Star Valley ball.
Just the 4th miss from distance for the Wolves.
And they've shot a lot more than 4.
Yeah, they're 8 of 12.
4 minutes remain in the third. McClure on the elbow. Just takes the shot. Oh, a little too strong, no good. Rebounded and then poked away, and a foul on Hodges. He tried to poke that one away down the court. And he'll pick up the foul.
Third personal on Jacob Hodges. He'll have a seat, replaced by Tayson Johnson. And Luke Linford will be replaced by Cooper Lancaster here with 3:53 to go in the third.
Braves up by 9. 2 team fouls on Star Valley, just 1 on Green River. 48-39 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Ball movement around the outside. Ridge comes over the top of the screen. Dribble drive, kick out, but a foul on the floor. We'll get this one on Star Valley. Baseline inbound play to come.
Going to get Ridge Neal for his first personal. 3rd team foul. Lindsay has a seat. Into the lineup now, Adrian Ruiz for the Wolves.
And there's a foul before the inbound play against Star Valley. That was a call before they threw the ball in.
Tayson Johnson picks up his second. 14 fouls.
Green River will set for the inbound play again. Lake triggers up top to Archibald with 3:40 to play in the third period. Braves by 9, Wolves with the ball. Archibald steps back into the front court corner left side. Jenkins will come out on him. Screen is ready, but he comes across the top. Ball loose, poked away and taken by Lancaster. Goes out in front to Johnson. Wild shot, no good, but the putback is there from Croy. Jenkins the catch and shoot off the board.
Man, Croy is dialed in today.
50-39, lead back to 11. Wild shot on the drive. Lake open for contact, didn't get the call. Rebounded by Lancaster, out in front to Johnson. Angle drive, kick out with the ball tipped, loose and taken by Archibald on the run. He's up the side. Johnson there on defense, sidesteps him, and a block call. That was really close. Really close. Johnson hoping for the charge, but they get him on the block.
3rd personal on Tayson. 15 foul on the Braves. Kind of piling up here in the last couple minutes. 2:58 to go in the third. Archibald to the line, where he is an excellent free throw shooter, 74% on the season. Got it.
Cuts the lead back down to 10 as we see Tristan Hilton sub in for the first time. Will come in for Johnson.
You know, Tristan's kind of turned into that guy on the low block with some physicality. He's got some strength. It's been kind of fun to watch that develop this year.
Free throw's good. 2:58 to play in the third. Lead down to 9 once again. Horsley tries to go out to Cooper, misread it, but tracked down by Hilton. Out in front to Lancaster, who loses it, but picked up by McClure. He'll pivot and kick out to Lancaster along 2 baseline. Good. That turned into a scramble drill that worked out for the Braves.
Had a frantic possession, but
dribble drive take on the angle, no good, but an offensive charge this time. P.J. Horsley there to draw the charge as Lake drove in on the angle.
It's a nice job by P.J. to get in there. Here's that. You're seeing those sequences there in your Fall River Propane replays. Our producer, Sage Jacobson, just killing it tonight.
2:37 to play in the third. Full court press put on by Green River. Pass to McClure in the backcourt, out in front to Lancaster across the half-court line. Dribble drive, dump down to Jenkins.
Oh,
and he dunks it again! Dunk Valley Braves, that's the third for Croy.
Holy moly.
That one contested.
And that one coming from the baseline.
Woo. Now a foul in the lane as Green River drives down. See if we got that one on your Fall River Propane replay. That was the best dunk of the night by Croy.
Man, that was a beauty. Got a foul here that's going to go against Croy on the defensive side. 16 fouls, so Wolves the chance to shoot some free throws here the remainder of the game.
2:15 to play. Archibald a triple, no good, off the mark. Braves lead by 13, their largest lead of the game. Now they had the ball. McClure across half court, stops at the 3-line, hesitates, drives in the lane, pull up jumper, left it short, no good. Rebounded by Green River. Ivy on the board. Works it left to Ruiz across half court. Archibald on the perimeter. Dribbles between his legs. Now drives in, kicks out. Drive in, stop. A lot of bodies hit the floor. No call. Now dump it off down low. Nice pass from Lake to Wilson, who scores. And a timeout taken by Coach Ivy. 1:46 to play in the third. We'll keep it here for this timeout with Star Valley up 54-43. But some fun things happening out in Casper now.
Oh, is there another one?
You said you had a story.
Okay.
I lobbed it.
I forgot.
That was a lob.
I forgot. Speaking of lob, watch this here from McClure to Cooper Lancaster to Jenkins. Boom. So we just pointed out Vale Foreman became the Lady Braves' first state champ. And as her mom, who is the head coach, Kendall, came out to give her a hug. This comes from our own Aaron Feely. Vale threw a double underhook on her mom and pinned her mom in celebration. That is, awesome. I have never seen that before.
It's fantastic.
That is awesome.
Congratulations to Vale and the Lady Braves on the state title. And
Kara Andrews is wrestling in the finals right now. She's down 9-3 at the end of the second. So still some time to work with, but she's going to have to get some big points in that third period.
Of course, the Braves continue the tournament tomorrow.
Yes, and here, also, do you guys want to point out the Braves' updated score? The Braves second right now, 118 points. Sheridan is in first, but by just 7. So they're right in it.
Back in this game, Star Valley with the ball, up by 11. 1:39 to go as Lancaster has good ball dribbling down the floor until he's finally fouled just inside the three-point line. Stops the clock with 1:37 to go in the third.
Caleb Lake whistled for his third team foul. 1:37 left to go in the third. Green River with a bunch of substitutions there. Hunter Lake comes in, as well as Nathan Mitchell.
Croy Jenkins goes to Lancaster. He'll turn around on the right side wing, find Horsley in the corner. Couple dribbles for PJ. Works it into the paint, dumps off to Linford. Luke crosses over, free throw line jumper, left it short, no good. Rebounded by Green River. Wolves down the floor. Here's Lake. Crosses over, left post, kick out. No shot there, work up top to Ivy. He'll take the three, no good. And we knew that at some point they've got to cool down, and they have.
7 rebounds for Croy Jenkins. That's the game high.
PJ Horsley, drive in, kick out to Lancaster. Feeds into the lane to Hilton. Tristan turns, shot in the paint, good. Tristan drops down a field goal and makes it 56-43.
I love that because sometimes kids come in, they're the second or third option off the bench, and they're kind of have the idea they're not supposed to really put up a shot. I love that Tristan knows he comes in, hey, go and do your shot.
Here's a 3-ball again from Ivy, good. Kaysen drops in another, makes it a 10-point game.
He's 4 of 6 from out there, 15 points in the game.
32 seconds remain in the third. Luke Linford above the left side corner, holds the ball high. Cross court packs to Lancaster. Now Horsley, corner 3, yes! PJ Horsley with the answer. And the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple. Green River in transition with 15 seconds to work with. They'll stop at the 3 line with 12 seconds. Screen set, dribble drive, Lake spins, kicks it out. 7 seconds, dribble drive take, kick out, open 3. No, they wave it off. Offensive foul again on Green River on the kick out with 4.5 to play.
And Tristan Hilton taking it.
So Star Valley can go full court in 4.5 seconds on a 13-point lead. Lancaster will inbound. Goes to Linford, quickly back to Cooper, and he will dump to Linford, who puts it up right at the buzzer. Didn't get it off quite in time. No good anyway, just inside the half-court line. Heading into the fourth, Braves extend the lead. They now are up 59-46 on the SVI Sports Network.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Back after the break, here's a McClure jumper baseline. Dropped it in easy from 12 away. Green River in transition, but stolen by McClure, who tried to dump it off to Jensen. It ricochets off his fuzzy head and into the hands of Zane Hedges. 61-46, Star Valley basketball with the lead. Pass a little behind Jensen, and it's going to be a foul on Green River.
It's going to go against Nathan Mitchell, his first. 15 foul on the Wolves. We've just started the fourth quarter,
McClure, three ball in transition's good. Taft having another great game. In transition on the other end, shot is missed, rebounded though by Green River, then they kick it out. Almost lost it, but Lake tracks it down. He's quickly double teamed in the corner, and a timeout taken by Coach Ivy because Lake had nowhere to go. 7:18 to play in the fourth. Braves up by 18 on the SVI Sports Network.
ILCPA has been part of the Star Valley community for more than 16 years. The times have changed a bit, but we are still proud to offer our continued support to the community and our Star Valley Braves. Say, didn't Corey play basketball for Star Valley High School? Whoa, Corey, I realize it's a black and white photo, but man, those are some white legs. ILCPA, we loved our Braves then and we love our Braves now. Go get 'em Braves.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort.
Mason will dribble over to the left. In trouble on the perimeter, but hands off to Lake. Clock down to 7:06 to play in the fourth period. Green River trailing Star Valley by 18 points in Afton. Dribble drive take down the right post. Another kick out. Three from Ivy. Corner. No good. Rebound tracked down by McClure. McClure on the run. He can't get to the rim. The ball poked out and out of bounds. It's going to be Star Valley basketball on the baseline.
McClure scored the last 5 Star Valley points. He's got 21 in the game. That was his 7th rebound as well. Checking back in, Chris Wilson for the Wolves. Archibald back in there too.
Max Jensen lobs up to McClure. Passes on the three, goes to Cooper. He'll take the three, left it short, no good. Rebound almost lost out of bounds, but saved, and then Lancaster comes up and fouls. Stops the clock at 6:47, 17th foul on the Braves. So we'll see shooting the rest of the way, starting right now with the 1-and-1.
Third personal on Lancaster. Archibald to the line where he is 2 for 2 today.
Clock is stopped at 6:47 with the free throw away. Rattled down and up and out. McClure on the rebound for the Braves. Hodges will dribble across the half-court line. Pass left side to Lancaster. 6:38 to go in this game. Braves up by 18 still. 64-46. McClure another three and he swished it. He just turned around. All nonchalant. There's another three for Taft.
Taft 4 of 5 from the arcs. He was 5 of 6 in Evanston.
Ball poked away at the free throw line. Loose and a foul on Star Valley as Archibald recollected the ball.
And Cooper Lancaster just picked up his 4th. Pretty sure he has to run stairs if he fouls out.
Cooper does.
I have no idea. I'm just joking. Ridge Neal going to check back in.
Don't give Coach Lancaster any ideas. Not that he needs more. 67-46. Now the Braves up after that three from McClure.
Archibald hits that one. He'll get one more. Caleb Lake checking back in.
Makes it a 20-point game, 67-47.
Archibald with 9 points. Chance to get to double figures here if he makes this. Ivy leading the Wolves right now with 15.
That one's good as well. 67-48, 6:18 to go in the game. Neal has his pass tipped and out of bounds, stays with Star Valley. Ridge will inbound at the half-court line.
The thing about this Green River team, Duke, you look at their record, they're 3 and something on the season. They would beat so many teams in this state in a lot of ways.
6:05 to play. Here's Jensen in the corner. Works up to Hedges, back to Jensen, over to Neal. Passes on the 3, instead goes to Hedges. Back to Ridge. He'll dribble around some more. Hedges up top. Works it over to Jensen, takes the 3. Left it off the mark. Hit off the backboard, rebounded, but then a half-court pass is stolen by Jensen. He gives the ball right back to the Braves. Max dribbles behind his back into the front court. Gets a screen from Hodges, drives the post, spins around, works to Hedges. He'll pivot at the free throw line and goes to McClure. Mid-range turnaround, bullies his way in and hits another turnaround on the post.
Well, Taft had been working on that low block for 2 possessions in a row, and he finally got the ball, and he would not be denied.
30-second timeout taken by Coach Schwab of the Braves. Star Valley leads by 21 on the SVI Sports Network.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
In Star Valley High School, 5:26 to go in the 4th period. Green River basketball, but down against the Braves, 69-48. Star Valley on defense, coming out of their own timeout. Dribble drive take by Archibald, spin on the post and hits the shot. Pretty move by Archibald for 2.
That's his first 2-point bucket today.
Oh, and an unforced turnover on the Braves, and then a unnecessary foul as Simon Gaskell didn't know the pass was coming his way. Turned around and saw the steal and just got his feet caught up, and he comes right off the bench and gets a foul. Unfortunate for Simon.
Yeah, sometimes you're just in the wrong place. Thankfully, nobody hurt on the exchange. Xander Lindsay goes to the line, though. He's 1 of 2 today. Make it 1 of 3.
Rebounded by Hodges on the miss. Star Valley basketball. 5 left to go in the game. BJ has the ball tipped away on his pass, but recollects it. Works it over to Linford. Down to Hodges. Double teamed. Can't get up the shot. Ball poked away and stolen away from Jake. And now trouble for Green River at half court. Taken right back. Linford knocks the ball out. Horsley picks it up. He dribbles across half court. Hesitates. Drives. And he'll carry the ball. That will be a turnover back to Green River.
The Wolves are going to bring in A.J. Keelan for the first time today.
4 minutes, 47 seconds remain in the game. Star Valley up 69-50. A 19-point Braves advantage. 19 fouls on Star Valley, 5 on Green River. Wolves drive, Lake, double team, shot underneath, no good. Rebound and then loses the ball as A.J. Keelan got the rebound but rolled his ankle when he came down and just lost the ball out of bounds.
He's going to try and walk it off, but man, those hurt.
He came down and rolled his ankle. The ball hit Lake in the back, and unfortunate for the Wolves. 4:20 to play in the game. Star Valley with the ball. Horsley passes to Linford. Couple left-hand dribbles. Now goes to Hodges, top of the key, spins around, drives the post to the rim, and no! Jacob Hodges wants one! The flush down the post! Another for the Dunk Valley Braves tonight.
That one was from the free throw line, just 2 steps and dunk. Wow.
Missed shot on the other end by Green River. Gaskell on the rebound. Braves go to Jenkins. Oh, he lost the pass. He dives out to get it, and Jenkins is going to be okay.
Boy, he landed kind of weird. In fact, he kind of hit his head. He seems fine, but I just, boy, kind of an awkward fall there.
What a dunk by Hodges.
Well,
holy moly.
You're so used to him cutting in there and laying that in, or you're used to him dunking it down low. But for him to take that from 15 feet on out all the way in, that is impressive.
Beautiful drive and dish, but a block from McClure at the rim. That play was executed nicely, but McClure blocked it, then Linford gets the loose ball, passes out of trouble, down to Jenkins, and he tries to reverse the dunk and left it off the mark and no good. Tried to get too fancy. Now another block on the other end. This was going to be a foul. I don't think Coach Schwab really cared for the spin move there. He was giving Croy an earful on the way down the floor. But
at the end of the day, you'd like the 2 points.
71-50, Star Valley up by 21 with 3 to go.
Here on this end, McClure going to pick up his second personal, 10th team foul. Lake to the line for the first time tonight. And that one a bit too strong. Wolves 9 of 13 from the line. It's their 4th miss of the night. Second one is good.
Makes it a 20-point game, just 3 minutes remaining. Braves looking to win this one. This will give them the number 1 seed. Here's a great take by Linford to the rim, but it was contested. Great drive, but good defense, no good. Here's a 3 on the other end for Ivy, off the mark, no good, and McClure can't handle the rebound, out of bounds. Stays with Green River on their end.
Well, the Wolves hit 6 first quarter threes. They've made 3 since. Still shooting a good percentage, but they just haven't shot as many.
On the baseline is Ivy. Has to flick back up top to Lake. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Dribble drive, jumper on the post, dropped in for Lake. 71-53 now.
He's now got 8 points.
Here's McClure in the front court. Dumps to Jenkins, takes the 3, corner left, yes! Croy Jenkins, a Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple. These seniors are having a great time, all 5 on the court right now on senior night. Here's Wilson, dribble drive on the baseline, but he's pushed out by McClure, who will pick up the foul. The Braves up by 21.
That 3 puts Croy up to 20 points. Here's a Fall River Propane replay. The dish over from McClure to Croy. Drains the triple here. On the other end, Chris Wilson at the line, where he's been perfect tonight. Stays perfect.
2:25 to go in the 4th.
10 points for Wilson, 4 for 4 from the line.
It makes it a 20-point lead for Star Valley with 1 more free throw to come for Wilson. And missed that one. Fight for the rebound. Ricochets into Linford. Luke will have the board. He'll come across half court. Picked up in the front court by Lake. Has a high screen from Hodges. Dribbles right. Hesitates. Goes in angle. Can't get to the rim. Dumps to McClure. Spin. Shoot. And good. 76-54. The lead up to 22. And McClure continues to pile on the points.
28 points now for Taft. I believe he had 28 in Evanston.
That'll match his season high. A 3-ball is missed by Green River. They'll get a rebound, but then poked away on the putback. McClure on the run. Here it comes. Yes!
Oh, jeez.
That one with some aggression. Another dunk for the Braves.
30 points for McClure.
That one with emphasis.
Well, he was the dunk champ.
1:36 to go in the game.
Is the dunk champ.
24-point Braves lead, and a foul on McClure on the other end as he was working against Chris Wilson.
It's okay. It was the end of his night anyway. Coach Schwab going to the bench here, subbing in 5.
So the 5 seniors on the court right now on senior night will all have a seat after this free throw, and what a night it was for them.
Well, I think why he's doing that is so they will get an ovation here because they have put on a show tonight. Wow.
What, we had 6 dunks? 6 dunks tonight? That's got to be a record. I mean, really, when was the last time we saw that for a Star Valley team?
I don't know. You don't see it in very many college games.
And there's the sub out, and the
there's
crowd.
A standing O for those seniors. Well deserved.
Crowd on their feet, and all 5.
Guess what, folks?
Soak it in.
They're going to be here all next week.
That's right.
So make sure you come on back.
Jacob Hodges, Luke Linford, Taft McClure, Croy Jenkins, and Ridge Neild. A great season. They'll be the 1 seed in the region tournament next weekend out of the Southwest. as the free throw is good for Green River to make it 78-55.
And here's the crazy thing about the 4A West, Duke. Their reward, I think, is probably going to be Kelly Walsh, a team that beat them just 2 weeks ago.
The region tournament on the boys' side is going to be a blast next week. It really could be anybody. Here's great ball movement to Johnson, who's fouled for the Braves. And Taysom will go, nope, no shots yet. That's just a 16 foul.
Yeah, the boys' side, there's going to be at least 2 state caliber teams not going to state next week. It's going to be crazy.
Here's an inbound play to Gaskell. Has to dribble out of pressure and has the ball taken away from him. Green River on the run, coming back the other direction. They'll take a 3 in transition, no good. And basically a JV match here as Green River's also put in their subs from Coach Ivy.
Well, the JV won big, so
78-55 in this one in the varsity game with under 1 minute left to go. And Braves are going to rout Green River as they go into the weave offense. Johnson on the outside, continues to burn clock, goes to Jensen, drives to the rim and lays it in to put Star Valley at 80 points in regulation tonight, 80-55. 19 above average.
Well, 50 of those points came from Taft McClure and Corey Jenkins. Those two combining for 50 tonight.
Here's a behind-the-back pass in the lane. No shot, ripped away by Hilton on the run to Johnson. Taysom to the rim, and his layup is no good. Rebounded by Green River. It was contested. 15 seconds left in the game. Wolves across the half-court line. Ball poked away but picked up. Green River still has it, down to 7 seconds. Drive in the lane, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Gaskell, and they'll pass to Jensen, who will let time expire, and there's your final. The Braves knock off Green River in a showcase tonight. Final score, Star Valley 80, Green River 55. Braves will advance to 13-8 overall, 5-1 inside the Southwest District. Jackson plays Evanston. Assuming Jackson wins in that one tomorrow, they'll be tied, but Braves on the tiebreaker. So regardless of the outcome, Star Valley the #1 seed in the Southwest District in next week's region tournament. Green River drops down to 3-16 overall, 0-6 inside of 4A Southwest play. Your Silver Star Communications post-game coverage, delivering life experiences one connection at a time. Visit them online at silverstar.com. Now let's wrap this one up with your post-game stats presented by Battlesome Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Red hot start from the arch for the Green River Wolves that gave them a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It was all Star Valley though in this game. They win at 80-55. The Wolves finish going 9 of 19 from the arc for 47%, which is pretty darn good. Also the rebounding numbers, Star Valley almost doubling up Green River tonight. Steals as well, 11-1 on steals. Assists pretty close. The Wolves going 12 of 17 from the free throw line. They got 15 from Case and Ivy, 11 from Chris Wilson, 12 from Theron Archibald, 8 from Caleb Lake, 6 from Xander Lindsay. The Braves got 30 points from Taft McClure to go with 9 rebounds, 20 points for Corey Jenkins and 7 rebounds. 7 for Hodges, 4 for Linford, 2 for Hilton, 3 for Horsley, 2 for Neal, 4 for Johnson, 6 for Jensen, 2 for Lancaster, and one heck of a show.
That's your Battlesome Brothers post-game battle stats from Battlesome Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home Quality Price Service. Battlesome Brothers Flooring. Coach Mitch Schwab joining us in our post-game coverage. Congratulations on the win, Coach Schwab. What was the final? 80-55. How'd you feel about that output tonight?
I like the second half much better than the first half, but I mean, did they have a lot of energy or what?
Yeah.
Man.
Seniors love the senior night.
Holy cow. After a couple of the dunks, then Jacobs took me off guard, but no,
us too.
I thought it was awesome. They had a great night, and as I told them, this is your night, guys. And well, they took advantage of it in the second half for sure.
You talked about the different halves. Green River was hot in the first half. That kept them in the game. We kind of figured they'd cool off at some point, and they did. Was that anything different on defense, or any adjustments you guys made?
Well, the biggest thing in the first half, I think, we closed out way too slow. And it was something we had prepared for all week, but we could see it in the first half. It's like, guys, when I say sprint to a closeout, it means sprint, right? And it's like they shot, 80% in the first half from 3? Like, that's unsustainable. It's not going to happen. If you keep closing out hard, they're not going to make them. You live and die by the 3. and they lived by it in the first half and died by it the second half. And, you know, we just knew, guys, we play our game. We're scoring inside, and we still had the lead, right? And they hit how many threes? 7, 9
Yeah.
in the first half. So that was the name of the game. Stick to our game plan, and we'll be just fine.
Well, fun game tonight. Congrats to your 5 seniors. They put on a fun show. So you're the 1 seed in the Southwest. You get that for you guys heading into the region tournament. What are you feeling about next week? Get the tournament here at home.
I'll tell you what. There's no outcome where you feel good with this year. You know, there's so many teams that are playing so well all season long. I mean, it's a dogfight every game you look at with the scoreboard. And we'd like to get to play a 4th seed, but, you know, we still play Kelly Walsh, who beat us last time. And so we have to regroup and come out with aggressiveness for 4 straight quarters. And that's going to be the name of the game. Our guys know our game plan. We've been doing it all year. And when we execute it well, it looks amazing. And when we don't, it doesn't look very good. So it's just a matter of sticking with it for 4 quarters and for 3 full days.
Right.
You know, so.
Well, Coach Swab, again, congrats on the senior night win. Congrats on a great regular season. We'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, guys.
That's Coach Mitch Schwab joining us on our Silver Star Communications post-game coverage tonight. Visit them online at silverstar.com. Now, how about your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game?
You know, I'm going to break the rules. I'm picking 2 tonight because they both deserve it, and I don't know what else to do other than just say, you know what, they're both getting it. Taft McClure, Croy Jenkins combining for 50 points, 16 rebounds tonight, 30 for McClure, 20 for Jenkins. Just an absolute, I'm stealing your word, Duke, it was a showcase on senior night. Those are my Star Valley Skidoo players of the game.
Again, congratulations to those 2 players, and Star Valley Skidoo located in Thane, and your players of the game. Braves get the win on senior night. Jacob Hodges, Luke Linford, Taft McClure, Croy Jenkins, Rich Nild, your seniors for the boys. And also on the girls' side, Maddie Hale, Cameron Erickson, and Anna Olenslager playing a great game tonight, also in the game for the girls early on. Now the region tournament right in this gym next week. 3 solid days of fantastic basketball. Should be a great tournament in both brackets and every game live on SVI.
That's right. We're going to have it very easy for you to find and follow at SVInews.com. Duke has put a lot of groundwork in discussing this with all the different broadcasters from the 4A West, and you'll get a chance to watch them all right here from SVI News and Afton, Star Valley High School.
Braves win it in a rout, 80-55 over the Green River Wolves. That's it for us tonight. We'll be back here on Thursday for the 4A West Region Tournament. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson and a great crew from the SVI Sports Network. Have a great weekend.